Howdy do, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft, in which case I said we'd go over more of the kind of like the base area. I kind of only just got to the main fortress and stuff like that, so I decided to kind of split it up so it wasn't too long, and in this episode we're going to go over more of the base around us. So we kind of went over this main HQ, that's kind of nice and done, and now we are going to go look at that giant cup of coffee we made, because again, this area is kind of based off a little bit, not like verbatim in terms of like if you're looking at a map, but remember, we're the United States of G. So like Jacksepticeye did Ireland, and some other people did other countries like that they're from and stuff. Well, I'm from like the United States, but I again don't want to be in charge of America. So I made my own country, but I still based it off of the Puget Sound region in the Northwest region. So with that said, over here was where our original base was going to be. Now, if you remember, when we spawned, again, in episode 1, we spawned roughly around here. I turned around, saw that place that had a bed in it, and we were kind of rocking and rolling. But when I first came back to spawn to make our base for the first time, we actually had this area that I cleared out first. It had a bunch of trees and stuff, and I kind of even left these because it looks cool. But this is a giant cup of coffee, like from Starbucks, the coffee capital of the world, Seattle, we're talking about, and stuff like that. And I decided I wanted to make use of my old base location, so I built this here. That's what this basically is. So we have up here the same first floor, like when we got the raid and stuff, we had to fight off raiders from within here and everything. We used our iron golem up in here, but now we have chairs and tables. We've got a like what's called the counter space up here, where we can go up here and serve people, but also still have a bunch of our supplies here. In the event our main base ever got destroyed or overran or something, or I just got really terrified because a spider made it in there, and I just didn't want to deal with it or something. But up the center of this is a giant staircase, as a matter of fact. So let me just close this real quick. The golem kind of defends the bottom floor, but this kind of spirals up all the way. I thought it was kind of like a neat look with the dark oak and the cobblestone. Again, the kind of like northwestern feel. And then we come up to the top. Here's the lid and stuff like, ow, ooh, ouch. Back of my neck itched, and then I hit my hat and I almost hit my headphones. Hit this, it would have tumbled into this, hit the screen, made it fall. It went like some Final Destination nightmare kind of situation. Sorry about that. It's kind of bland and empty because, again, I didn't have that many supplies. I only had like a lot of the supplies that were already available, which again was like a lot of the trees and stuff. We did, though, and we can't get to it from here. Maybe we could see it better outside from like the wing of our base and stuff. We did decide to put a bunch of, what's it called, campfires on the top to kind of give it that smoke effect out the lip of the cup. Maybe just by backing up we can see it too. So let's back up a bit and see what we can see. Haha. But I thought it'd be like a nice touch, because I've seen some people with their other bases do something really cool or neat or unique to their area, right? Like Sean did the giant windmill with the wheat farm and all that stuff. There's like the IKEA tower and there's other things. I was like, okay, well, I want to do something kind of cool like that, even though it's very time consuming. It was worth it though. We did a giant coffee cup. And so there you can see the smoke coming at the top. It's a hot cup of coffee. Also, if you want to talk about like in-world like lore or whatever, if you want to go that deep, that has a giant Wi-Fi antenna running through the top of it because it's a coffee shop. It's a giant Wi-Fi signaler. That's how we all get internet out here, so we can do stuff like show you this video. So one of the things I did mention in the other video too was going into the Nether. So I moved the Nether portal, as you might have noticed if you've been watching my older videos, and when we went out to like the Mesa over there, you didn't see it. I moved it, and so now it is in the basement here. So this coffee cup is more than just for show, it also now houses the Nether. This might be a bit risky going in here because we historically have had trouble going into the Nether, but I did some work in the Nether, mainly with cobblestone. That's all I had. Let's go in real quick though. Because one of the things I decided to do with the Nether, because historically every time we came with the Nether, we were constantly under attack by Ghastly. I put the portal inside of a giant thing of cobblestone, so they can't even see me in case I spawn and there's one already there, which just sounds like there already is. I hate it already. But I also used the coordinates to go back. There was like a long spiraling path to get to the Nether Fortress back in like episode like 12 or 13. We found a Nether Fortress on our first trip in, and I tried to use torches to kind of light the way. It got confusing, so I just set the coordinates, went to the coordinates of where here is at spawn, and it turns out if I just traveled out this portal and go directly east, which you can kind of see the cobblestone bridge a little bit over there, we actually just get straight to the Nether Fortress a lot easier. I don't want to get shot at already. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Please don't jinx it. Please don't see me. Just don't see me. Ah! I had a lot of cobblestone, by the way. Cobblestone paradise. I don't want to play as scared as I am, but like if that thing blows up this bridge, we're gonna have a hard time getting home, and that's kind of like the end of this episode already. All right, cool, we made it. It shouldn't be able to see us in here. So this is all covered with cobblestone, and we kind of just, this took a bit of time. A lot of it was already kind of done for us in terms of a path. So we just had to kind of cover up a couple stuff. But like we had a bunch of torches, put them down, and if we go all the way down this tunnel, we get to that same nether fortress. The importance being, we need to start collecting blaze rods at some point to eventually be able to make it to like the end portal and like find eyes, or make eyes of nether to even find the stronghold to be able to find the end portal. Remember, zombie pigmen won't attack you unless you attack them first. Then they'll attack you with everything they've got. So, don't attack zombie pigmen. And if we go all the way... It is a bit of a long trip, by the way. This is not a short trip by any... Oh, okay. I left the spot. I don't remember why. There's probably a reason why, but I don't remember. Let me get my weapon out, just in case. But yeah, and now we're actually back at that nether fortress we found in episode 12 or whatever. Okay, I guess we already got that. And that's why the torches are here already, because when we came, I don't know if we did it in that episode or I did it on my own, because there is going to be some farming I'm probably going to need to do on my own, just for like, to not be boring sake, right? Because no one, unless really people really like listening to my voice, maybe if I come up with a good story to tell while I'm doing it. Farming things like wither skeletons and like blaze rods and stuff probably is going to be the most fun thing to do. We did, remember, find a nether fortress when we went out to our winter base and built a portal out there as well. But that's like 7,000 blocks away. And I made that journey out there because I promised we'd be back out there for Christmas. But like it's spring and stuff now. I kind of went back to the main base, especially because I decided, like, you know, one of the things about bases, and this is just my opinion, not factual at all. It's always been really cool watching people play Minecraft, and their base kind of evolves through necessity instead of like fashion over function. And my base kind of was fashion over function. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted from the start and didn't think about like furnishing the rooms and stuff like that either. And I don't want to say kind of made it boring, but it did kind of feel like it took away the base making part of Minecraft for me, because a lot of people's bases were like, oh hey, now we need this, so now we need to build this out and do cool stuff like that. And I kind of feel like because I already had a pre-planned idea, it wasn't the same. And so yeah, basically yeah, it makes the trip to the fortress a lot faster, doesn't it? Shouldn't sprinting... Okay, this is the highest level I've ever been. I'm paranoid because I never make it to this high of a level without dying, so I don't want to die now. But yeah, let's see. Then we go back through here, and we go right back. Oh, I guess we're back out here. So they put the portal back out here. Now, why'd I move the portal if you're just gonna put the portal back? Is that supposed to be like? Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Maybe that's exactly how that is supposed to be. But yeah, so that's what we have now with the nether, and I'm probably going to make a journey in there at some point. Probably not in this episode, or maybe in this episode, but I would need more supplies before I could do that in this episode. But yeah, again, more of the base. Again, it was a 32 by 32 block. It was basically a giant box, and that's what was like, oh, now I know I've hit rock bottom quite literally. That's not good. So one of the things, because the sun is still up, we could also look at doing, too, is going back to the farm and seeing some of the cool new stuff that's now there. So I extended the cages, I feel bad saying cages, the areas for like the pigs, the sheep, and the cows. I didn't expand this one though. This still has a bunch of wheat and watermelon. And we have a fifth cat, by the way, and they kind of guard out here for creepers, because creepers are afraid of cats apparently. But if we come down here, I did a couple things down here that I thought were kind of nice. So the first one was this aquarium area, which was kind of inspired by Sean and some other people. I decided I kind of wanted to do it too, because I kind of had these turtles over here, and they were kind of on this area. They would never leave. They wouldn't despawn. I was like, well, what if I gave you like a nice area to swim around in, and like a little area in the middle there to kind of sit up on the beach in case you don't want to swim around in? That'd be kind of neat too. And then I have this trap door idea when I was making it, so if I want to get down in the water, I could, and the door over there to get out over there, so I can get more turtles in here eventually. The sun's setting, so we might not be able to do this as quickly. But here's a chicken coop. Now, this idea was inspired by someone named Shinigami, which might be, at the time of recording this video, their name still might be Shinigami VR over on Twitch. But they had a chicken coop when they were playing Minecraft, and they would have like a trap door here, which would allow them to stand over here and like throw the eggs over here to spawn more chickens if they need to, also collect stuff without the chickens getting out. It doesn't have a roof or something yet, which it will in the future, but that's the idea. I'll probably go into more depth in this when I do a more dedicated episode for everything out here. But here's a barn, because eventually we're going to get a horse. And I want to be able to put a horse in here, have the barn already completed, use a bunch of hay and stuff, because we have a wheat farm up there. And this is just another entrance to get down into the aquarium, so you can see it from the wall point of view. I'll show you really quick, because why not? Now, I'll save that for the next episode. I actually save that for the next episode. We do need to get to sleep, because I don't want to risk the creepers. Creepers don't really, well, they do jump scare me. I will admit they do jump scare me because they're just so silent. They appear out of nowhere, and then they blow you to kingdom come. Well, we already have a kingdom, so we don't need to come anywhere, actually. We just need to stay put. That'd be nice. Cool. I ramble too much sometimes. Like, you know, that's the thing about, like, people doing videos and jump cuts and stuff. The idea is if you're only going to do like a 10 to 20 minute, maybe 30-minute video, the reason you have jump cuts is to kind of edit out dead air space and stuff like that. And it's a pretty useful technique because, like, if you're going to have someone sit and watch an experience that's not live where they can't interact with you, which is probably fine, you want it to still be the best of the best. So that's why there usually is a bunch of jump edits and cuts and videos like gameplays and vlogs and stuff like that. Let me give you the best out of everything I recorded. If I sat and recorded a vlog for 40 minutes, but like 15 minutes of it can be cut out because it's just a dead space and rambling, you know, that's useful. That's like a tip or something, I guess I could say. That is something that, don't be afraid of doing that. So when you have like run-on sentences or ideas and stuff, if you want to just pause between them because you want to cut down your videos, right? Like maybe when you're first starting out YouTube, you can only do videos that are like 15 minutes or less. You have to work up your way towards doing beyond that. So if that ends up being the case, you got to like find out ways you can start cutting stuff out. So that's one method, is after you finish a sentence or maybe like a couple sentences, just take a break and then see if you can like cut some stuff out from either those sentences or just in general, because like dead air time and stuff like that, or trying to think up something else to maybe talk about or do. So now that we've slept though, we're going to go back in the nether. Maybe we go into the fortress for like a little bit. We have a shield after all. We should be fine with a shield. Trying to go after some blaze rods or something like that. Maybe this is a dumb idea. Probably is a dumb idea. The nether and me we don't get along. It has to be a dumb idea. But I'm gonna believe hope exists somewhere in the world, and we're gonna try and do it anyways. It's just fingers crossed that our usual nether experience is not our experience now. And you might be thinking, well, if you were gonna just go back to the nether, why even come back? It's like, this is the dead air space time I'm talking about. And now, depending, it might make it into the episode anyways, but it might not. And that's kind of the lesson, which is weird. I can't cut it out now because it defeats the lesson. But I guess what I'm saying, if I was doing it for reals, that might be something I cut out just because, like, you know, there you go. That's the example. So, just something to think about, I guess, if you're ever doing videos and stuff and you're like, you know, I could maybe do this better, or why do people do jump edits and stuff like that? It's because why not? If you're gonna, with like streaming and stuff, if it's gonna be live, you're gonna interact with people through chat and stuff, and that's, you know, cool and all. With YouTube, you're not interacting until post-game anyway, so let's just make it the best it can possibly be. I didn't even wait. I didn't hear one, so I just went for it. I have 21 arrows, too. I should be able to fend off most things that want to attack me, as long as it's not pigmen, because they will just come from everywhere. Oh, I don't hear anything at all. I'm liking that. Why am I never hungry? Is this the same thing that happened with Jack, by the way? Because Jack had an episode where he couldn't take any damage, and he wasn't trying, like, he wasn't in creative mode or nothing. He just wasn't taking damage. I've sprinted. It's been, like, what, 2 days now of doing this? I haven't gotten hungry yet. I'm wondering if there's a bug. I'm wondering if that was a thing, and I'm trying to remember what they did to fix the bug. Hopefully it's not a bug, and hopefully I just have not expended as much energy as I think I have. Because I haven't really been sprinting. I sprinted once to make sure I didn't get hit by the ghastlies. Or the ghast. I keep saying ghastlies because freaking Pokemon. Sorry about that. Ghast. Because people take that very seriously. But yeah, we're gonna continue on into the nether for at least a little bit. We can go for like a little bit until I get scared out my mind and leave. Am I scared out my mind? I've never hit level 30 in Minecraft before, so since I'm like level 27 and a half, I'm not really scared of like wither skeletons and stuff like that. We fought those pretty easily, but if it looks like I'm gonna die, I am going to just dip, because I do want to hit level 30 for once. And if need be, I can just farm like just regular zombies and stuff like that. There's a zombie spawner actually near my house that I found that could work too. But yeah, I will exercise cowardice if it looks like I need to, because I just want to hit it for once, you know, like just to say I have the accomplishment of being like, yeah, I've been level 30 before. I've never had enchanted stuff and got to do what all the cool kids did. I do want to be able to do what all the... hello? Ah, I was about to say, I thought I was here alone. But no, I can hear you through the wall. Oh, you're right through the wall. Can you shoot me through the wall? And if so, can I shoot you through the wall? I don't know if you can see it as well as I can see it. Maybe nothing spawns because it's dark. Because of all the torches? Does the torches prevent the wither skeletons? Was that actually a genius idea on my part? Maybe not. Hello? Is anyone home? Besides respiratory problem Darth Vader over there, he can just kind of be on his own for a bit and you can just stay right over there. There's also Endermen in the Nether. There's no spiders though, so that's nice. Wow, is there no way up? I guess it technically came from up, but then like we went back down. This is lava, so I would need blocks to be able to deal with that, which I didn't bring like I maybe should have brought. See, that's why I don't go in the Nether too often. I'm never prepared. I always kind of just go in and be like, yeah, we'll just figure it out while we're in there. It'll be fine. It'll be cool. It'll be hip. It'll be now. Whatever the cool kids say. I don't know. But yeah, I should have prepared more. And I didn't. And now we're in trouble. Oh, that's dark. But it's also down. We need to go up. I don't mind going down dark hallways. But like, we need to go up. The blaze rod is up. And I need to figure out how to go up and stay up. We basically should have brought blocks, I guess, to kind of build with, because that's probably, this is like built into the wall. I think that's our way out. That's the way we came. Oh, my throat feels kind of weird suddenly. I don't like that. Oh, here, wait, can we go out this? Yes, we can. A bit risky. A bit risky, I'd say. Because if I need to dip back into there, it's going to be hard to do so, but, I don't think we're near the blaze rod anymore. Oh, wait. Is that the blaze rod spawner? There it is. Okay, so I need to get over there, actually, which means I don't necessarily need to go up. I need to go up. No, I need to go up. I can just come back with some cobblestone, probably just build a bridge from, like, there to there if I go through the wall or something. That might actually be the better idea for us, because the blaze rod's over there, because the spawner's right there. It's, like, right there. So I need to break this down, build, like, a bridge so I can dodge attacks. And then go from there. We're planning together, guys. That's what we're doing. We're planning our adventure together. Because this is a venture of us on the behalf of the United States. Or the United States of G. This is a group effort. This is an effort I can't do without you. This is a all of us or none of us kind of a thing. In which case you might be asking, well then why weren't we involved in the naming process? Well, look. It's a dictatorship. Okay, it's a dictatorship. That's why. It's a dictatorship. I value y'all. Y'all are great. But I still have to, like, it's my job to run the show. You know what I mean? So, it's nothing personal. Wait. That's a ghast, and I hear it very well. Those things can't go through walls, right? I'm gonna pretend... Ah, you actually are right. Like, this is so... We can get right back here pretty easily, is the thing. So I kind of like this. I think we need to go back, only because I didn't bring enough supplies to really properly prepare for this. So maybe we'll save the Nether for an adventure for another time. I did want to at least go back into the Nether before the update, because the update's wild. I've seen Captain Sparkles. I haven't watched their videos because I want it to be a bit of a surprise for me too. But if you've not, and you don't care about being spoiled and stuff, look up Captain Sparkles, look up like the new Nether update for 1.6. This is 1.15.2, or it's 1.16, my bad. They're not going back suddenly like 11 patches or whatever. This is 1.15.2. The new Nether update's on 1.16, and in that update, the Nether has its own biomes, its own creatures, and stuff like that. So this might all be gone, right? Like, this might have to be reformatted or regenerated into its whole new thing that we might not get this anymore. So I kind of want to take advantage of that while I can. Maybe that means also farming some stuff off, like, camera, just because... No, just no thank you. Farming some stuff off episodes, that way we don't make it too boring. Like, this episode might be considered boring, because even though I was talking the whole time to hopefully keep people entertained, that implies what I'm saying is entertaining to begin with, right? Like, I'm basically just saying what I'm observing. I don't know, because I think I always turn the volume down on the game recording from me, so that way you can always hear me But man, there's some sounds. There's some sounds that are going down that I'm not happy with. Also, it might be nighttime when we come back out. I don't know how I feel about that either. Maybe it won't be, but maybe it will be, and we might have to fight, so get ready. Why can't I just come back out at the cup? Why does it send me out here? Oh, it's almost nighttime. It's not quite nighttime yet. Okay. I wonder if Alfred's still on my boat. Because I need that boat. That boat is how we're eventually going to go and get some pets, which is going to be in the next episode, as a matter of fact. A bit of a spoiler alert if you're still watching and you're kind of curious where we go from here. Because I was talking about that in the last episode, and I didn't really finish my thought. And it was just figuring out what to do between collecting end pearls and stuff for the end dragon and finding the fortress and stuff, and then everything in between. Well, I have some ideas now, is the point, and we're going to act on them in the next coming episodes. So we touch on the new farm stuff, and I'm going to touch on it more actually in a bit, probably in another episode, because I'm going to make that episode a whole theme around what the ideas I have. So if you want to stay tuned for that, that'd be appreciated. But if you're kind of been wondering where the series has been, it's been this. I could have maybe done an episode per like level or something. I thought it'd be cooler to just do it when it's all completed, because like we mentioned in the last episode, Trixie blocks and doing like whole locations from other YouTubers and stuff like that. And how my base was incredibly bland. It still is kind of bland, but now at least a little bit more, it feels more like me now, because I actually at least did this tower and stuff like that. So, that's going to be all from this video from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure, of course, to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button, for whatever reason YouTube did that. But I don't know which video will be next. We're just going to have to wait and see. So until next time, take care, and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching.